Alex, wasn't to be.
No, no, but it brings to an end an incredible season. I think that what the players have achieved this year, and we won't feel it now. We won't feel like that now because we're all disappointed. But I'm really proud to manage this team and this group and to get to where we've got to. Tonight we just fell short. I think over the two games we've probably just fallen short, if I'm honest. But no blame on these players in terms of how hard they work for this football club.
It's just a disappointing first half, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, to concede the two goals was again not really goals that we concede. And I think we just allowed them to build. That first goal just allowed them momentum, and in here when it's full up, you have to deal with that. And we knew we had to get the first goal, and we didn't. And for that half, we huffed and puffed, but didn't really get into situations we wanted to. But then second half, listen, I know obviously they drop. Of course, they're protecting the goals, but that was a team that I saw that kept going. It summed up what they're about this year. That they kept going. We had chances, didn't take them, but we had chances. One of those goes in, you don't know, especially the early ones that we had. But the second half performance was a Stevenage team that I really enjoyed seeing and watching. And listen, we're all gutted, absolutely gutted, and it's going to take us a little while to get over it. But Stockport were here last year, and we have to use that now and use what they did last summer, this season, to make sure that we finish better than we have now.
They were playing for pride in that second half, and they showed pride in the shirt.
100%. They've always shown pride in the shirt. Always. Every single one of them. They always do that. That's demanded from them as players, as staff. We all try and do that. We always try and do that. It matters to everybody here. Results. The hard work of the staff. I'm incredibly proud of what the staff produced as well, because they work so hard to get results here. And second half we saw a team that's front-footed, playing forward, running forward, creating opportunities and denying opposition, opportunities as well. So a lot to take in, but we'll make sure that over this summer we reflect and come back better.
I was just going to say, what lies ahead now?
Well, there'll be a couple of days. I think that everybody needs that. I think you need to take stock of what's gone on and reflect, and I think we need that as staff to we have to now organise what the summer looks like and what next season looks like. So we all know that this time of year is meetings with players and things to discuss what's next, and I think that the focus has been on the playoffs. So we've now it's now time to discuss, and although there have been going on in the background, but our focus has been to try and get through these two games, and now it's about rebuilding and making sure that this group is strong again next year, and this group is so special. I love working with them all, and we've got to make sure we protect that.
Emotional scenes at the end there when the players all came in front of the fans and shared the moment.
Incredible. I've been here a long time, and that to me is one of the most. I know we're all disappointed, but the support that they gave us at the end there will live with all of these players. I think, to be honest, I thought they were incredible. They'll be really disappointed. Absolutely, they will be. I know that. We all are. But we thank them, every single one of them, for coming tonight, coming throughout the whole season to give us the support that they've given us. And we're obviously gutted for those, but for those that travelled every week. But we'll make sure that we use it to be better next year.
And I guess the hard side of it is some of those players probably won't pull a Stevenage shirt on again.
Well, there's the future we have to look at, and there are players that are obviously out of contract. There's players that are in contract that we're going to discuss with everybody, because we want to keep moving. With this group is, like I said, we want to keep the group together, because we've got such a good group, and we also want to keep improving. Of course we do. So there's a lot to be discussed, but we'll make sure that the players that have given so much this year, that we want to keep this group together, and they're such a great group. I can't speak highly enough of them.
I was just going to say, I think I speak for a lot of people in saying thanks for the season, Alex.
No, listen, I'm devastated for everybody, but we'll be back. We'll make sure we have a good summer, and next year we can make sure we come back, because we've put Stevenage on the map again. Steve did it, and hopefully everybody's extremely proud of this group that we've got in this team, and we look forward to coming back.